The Beer Brothers is a comedy podcast where two dumb babies related by blood grew up and now review beers for you, the people. You can drink along if you'd like, but maybe don't do it in your car on the way to work. Drink responsibly. At home. In the dark.
Welcome back to this year's final episode of the Beer Brothers, Nashville's #1 beer podcast. It's the only podcast that focuses on beer and humor, all in one. Today we're going to talk about, New Year's resolutions, things that maybe we want to change in the new year. Change, my brother.
I just want to change it all.
Change this whole thing. Fuck. Anyway.
I knocked out that segment early.
Yeah, we got it done. We're done. Anyway, we'll be trying some tasty crafts. We've got a little transition. If you notice, the beers today will go from Christmas, holiday season, into the new year, and I'm very excited to try those. I'm Cody.
I'm Micah.
This is the Beer Brothers. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so a final gift of the year. If you had to choose, we're going to play Would You Rather right now. We're going to open with a Would You Rather.
Final Would You Rather of the year.
Yes, here we go. Would you rather have a homeless threesome? Getting in strong. Here we go.
Okay.
Or a week of untreated lice? Think on it. Think.
Is this like even... A week of untreated lice or potentially all the diseases? That's what you just asked me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty easy week of untreated lice. Would it be hell? Yes. Would they probably start flying out of my hair? Yes. But would I live past that week? 100%.
I mean, in your bummery type ways of the homelessness, you could bum enough to get a condom. You don't have to get a disease.
Yeah.
But it would
still let me get a Jimmy.
It would still be filthy. You'd be under a bridge, just all the smells.
Are they like hot homeless or?
No.
No, I would choose the life.
This is like true, maybe they're not mentally stable.
100% would take the lice.
I don't know.
I guess it's don't knock it till you try it. So
yeah,
maybe I'd be really into it.
Maybe you would. I don't.
Who knows what I'm into these days?
I think if I knew I could get out scot-free without any diseases of any sort, I might do that. But the thing is,
you mean over the lice, not just generally.
Yeah, over the lice, yes. Not just generally.
Not just for fun.
For kids.
Yeah.
Cool.
I might be into it. I mean, if I knew I would walk out the next day, I would do it.
Yeah, no, not like that. No, I'm just thinking, outside of, the smells.
Oh, God.
That would be the part that I don't know if I get over.
Yeah, I'm very sensitive to odors. I don't think I could do that.
But the thought of, running a comb through my hair and it's, moving while my hair is moving.
Oh, God, you're the worst.
I'm not the worst. I just think of terrible things. It's fine.
Aren't those
Hypotheticals.
the same? I mean,
if you're just like, hey, people look at me and I look like Big Ben from Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
My head is just a moving caricature.
I feel like if you do the homeless thing, you're also gonna get lice.
No, because they only go to clean hair. So you can't get lice unless you're clean.
We'll see. They probably found some new lice.
You got a hypothesis.
You'll get some new lice in that situation. Some lice that's immune to dirty hair. It loves it.
I'm gonna say.
It's I think that's just crabs. I
think the pleasure of the homeless threesome.
Define pleasure.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, this is a weird question. I know I thought of it.
This
but
is I think the longest we've sat on an intro piece like this.
It's okay. It's good. It's good. It's the last one of the year. The last question of the year.
The last would you rather of the year. Do you have another would you rather, or was that it?
No, that was the one. I wanted
good.
to open on this because I thought, that's a tough one. That's tough. But you're like, make my hair dirty, put all the eggs in my scalp that you can put.
Oh, god damn it. No, disgusting.
Everyone's turning this off. They're like, nope, we're not listening anymore.
Well, we're down to the 0. There's no more listeners. We don't exist anymore.
We've shedded them all. So,
all right, we're gonna kick it off. Final episode of the year with the Nashville beer from Black Abbey Brewing Company. Now, I don't know if we've had them on before. We've done so many beers now. We've done well over 130 something
Black
beers.
Abbey?
I don't think maybe.
Rose? I feel like we've done the Rose, maybe.
I think we did Crossroads.
We've had one.
I can't remember.
We've
Anyways, it doesn't
we've
matter.
Had one. I know we've had one.
We haven't had them on in a long time. I do know that much. Damn it. The Preds fucking it up. Or is it
lost
football?
in overtime? Son of a bitch.
Of course, it's a point. Points are point. Anyways, Black Abbey Brewing Company from Nashville, Tennessee. This is their Krampus Nacht. So we're going to do 2 Christmassy beers and then 2 transition into the New Year beers. This is 1 of 2 on Christmas. We're going Krampus. This is this is actually a Bock beer. It's 7%. We got a lot of heavy hitters today.
And trying to wash away 2019, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to be shit-faced tomorrow.
I got my kid's Christmas party tomorrow. I need to, be fresh in the morning. Yeah,
you need to be really fresh. All right. We're sitting at 20 IBUs here, and this is their description. Full-bodied and malty, Krampus Nacht binds chocolate, bready, and roasted malt flavors together with hints of raisin and stone fruit. German Saaz hops complete this box-style beer, making it the perfect companion for scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. And that's it. That's our description.
Last part.
What?
Scary ghost stories and tales of the glory.
Oh. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, they went in. Or a demon voice.
They can't make me. Oh, yeah. Scary ghost stories.
Why did you turn into Cookie Monster?
Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom. Nom, nom, nom.
Let me eat that ass.
Oh, my God. What? Here we are. This is us.
Well, hyper tonight.
Yeah,
all right.
It's a late episode. This is so delicious.
Yeah, this is a very smooth, very, very smooth beer. It's sitting at 7%. I think it'd be a little heavy, but it's kind of not.
It's a nice medium of not too boozy. Not too boozy. Obviously with the 20 IBU, the bitterness is way down anyway.
Super low.
But sometimes you get an overly sugar type flavor. It's this is so sweet, it's almost sickly. Mm-hmm. But at 7, I think if this came in at 9, we'd be like, I don't know about this, But sitting at 7, it's very, very, very palatable.
I was thinking if it was Krampus, it might be because Krampus is the demon goat that gets you for being a bad boy.
Yeah.
Around Christmas. And I was thinking maybe this would be harder hitting. And it's kind of not. It's definitely got the percentage, but I'm really surprised how smooth this is. This is a very, very mouth feels a little heavy. When you first get it, first start taking a sip, it feels oh, this is a little thick, but it goes down so smoothly you don't really care about any of that. It's got a really delicious taste, very malty, little bit of chocolate, not too heavy on it, which is really good. I don't love it when they go really heavy on chocolate.
Yeah.
But no, it's a very, very, very nice beer. It's a great way to start and end our final episode of the year.
Here's how I think about it. The name Krampus is this beer, if you allow it, it's going to sneak up on you for being a bad boy, and you're going to pay for it. Because
that's a good way to put it.
It's tasty, it's solid, easy drinking. I could definitely have a couple of these.
Yeah, easily.
No problem. But being at 7%, you're like, I forgot half what we talked about yesterday.
Who am I?
Yeah. What is this? Anyway, so
it'll definitely help you get through Christmas. That's for sure.
Krampus was never a part of our tradition.
No, we grew up in a southern Christian-ass home where we didn't know Krampus existed until we were well into our teens.
I actually think we would have been better kids if Krampus had existed.
Oh my God, I would have been terrified.
Yeah, like, have you seen the Krampus parades in Germany that they do?
No.
Dude.
Wait.
Yes.
No, I haven't.
You have to. You can find it on YouTube.
I
Just look up,
have,
like, Krampus, fest or something like that in Germany. They basically, like, line the streets. It's like a parade that we would have here with Santa Claus, but at the end, it's a huge goat demon that has a whip, and he's going around scaring the shit out of all the kids in line. Here's the thing, is that I'm not sure if Krampus is in tandem to Santa. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think it is.
it's like one or the other. Like, you either have Krampus and you don't have Santa, or you have Santa and you don't have Krampus.
It's almost like instead of coal, you get a demon that whips you. Yeah. It's like you either get presents or you get coal. That's here in the U.S. Over there, it's you either get presents or you get a demon that whips you in the night. And it's
some people like that.
Yeah, some people are into it. Some people are not. Children are not.
Right.
So it's scary. And then when they get older, they're like, I'm into it now. And then it gets weird.
It's like 50 Shades of Krampus.
At first I thought you said Grampus, like Grandpa.
That's a whole other
That's
bag
even
of tricks.
worse.
He's got a leather belt out. Just
Walking around in a white beater and fucking
oh my
boxers.
God.
Terrible.
Well, it is what it is.
We broke Christmas again. Our next beer is Prairie Artisan Ale's Christmas Bomb, which is their imperial stout brewed with cinnamon. They are actually brewed and packaged by Krebs Brewing Company in McAlester, Oklahoma. So this beer, before I kind of get started on reviewing it here, was gifted to us by the fine gentleman at Music City Wine and Spirits. Garrett was his name, I believe. He was very appreciative of us giving him a shout out a few weeks ago on our Instagram. He gifted us this beer. We kind of had to, I felt it was like, we have to review this because this seems like such a special beer. It's 13%.
Also, no, that's the rule. If someone gifts
us a beer, we're going to review it.
We're going to review it at some point. Yeah.
If you want us to review a beer that you have, you can always like contact us and send it to us. We'll review it. So he gifted us this beer in appreciation for supporting local businesses, and so we're going to review it in turn, and it is 13%.
No promises, Garrett, that we're going to love this.
Okay, yeah. But it looks wild. I love the can art. It actually has like Santa and Mrs. Claus working like on cookies or in the workshop or something, and it actually is a game. It's a picture game.
Yeah.
And it's, can you spot the 20 differences? And there are, basically they're making Christmas cookies, and there are two sides of the bottle. So there's two pictures, and you can kind of like play that little game. And if you have one of these, you'll immediately get lost because it's so 13%. Strong. It's like having 3 beers at once.
Right. No, I found 20. You found like 5 of the same one.
Yeah, it's you found the cat's color is different each time. Anyways, so I had a little trouble finding this on the Prairie Ale's website. They have a normal Imperial Bomb Stout that they make, but they do a Christmas iteration every year. This was on a different website, but I felt like it was a good enough description to use. Pours as dark as Krampus's soul. So what a great transition. This Imperial Stout is aged on espresso beans, chocolate, vanilla beans, and ancho chili peppers. Then it's blended with a variety of holiday spices. This one specifically says cinnamon. And it's an extremely limited beer. So it's kind of hard to find, but if you do find it, be warned, it's a strong boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
first smells of this, I don't. Whenever they're this wild, I'm always hesitant to try them off air because I want to give an honest opinion of first sips beforehand. I will say with the Krampus before, I didn't do that because I knew kind of what I was getting into. I thought, that's probably good. Opening beer, it's gonna be great. This one I've not tried yet, but my first smell of it was like medicine. Like, this is Pappy's. Pappy's Christmas medicine. That's what we're getting into. And so I'm going to sip this sucker right now. I'm kind of nervous because Micah's reaction and his girlfriend's reaction were not favorable. It's at all. Here we go.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Holy shit. That, dude.
That's hard.
That's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, this is a sipper. You sip this sucker. You don't take gulps. You don't gulp this.
Or, well, depends on who you are. You either gulp it to get through it, or you sip it to just, take it slow.
This is a beer, and this episode comes out after Christmas, which, you can't help it, but this is one that you get before Christmas. On Christmas Eve, you pour a glass of it, and you just sip it while you're, like, finishing the presents to put under the tree.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this one. Also, it feels a lot like a horchata, like a cinnamon horchata and coffee, but like the most concentrated version of that you could get.
Yeah. I'm actually getting, on that second, the first sip's so wild, you don't really know what's going on. It is hard because that smell you described, medicine, is kind of accurate. That's because sometimes when these beers get up above 10 and higher, you start smelling the actual alcohol. Not just like wheat or beer smells. You're smelling like, this smells a little bit like bourbon or something.
Here's what I want you to imagine with this. I want you to imagine that you got like the leftover milk of a Cinnamon Toast Crunch, okay? And then you poured a really strong-ass espresso into that milk, okay?
Yeah.
That's kind of the
flavors. And then you threw a shot of bourbon in it.
And then you threw a shot of bourbon into that.
Yes.
That's the flavor.
Yeah, so where I was going is like, you get that smell, and it's a lot. You kind of have to ignore the smell when you're sipping it. Sort of maybe close the nose off a little bit. It's one of those.
Jesus Christ.
I really actually not only tasted a little bit of the cinnamon, I tasted the peppers. There's a spice in there that is not cinnamon. There's like a spicy pepper flavor in there somewhere.
Think so?
Your nose is a little more, you're a little sick. You might not be picking it up as much. I definitely
I'm not getting the spice, but I mean, cinnamon is pronounced.
Yes, the cinnamon is pronounced, and I'm getting some sort of weird chili.
The cinnamon is like, one of those nipples on National Geographic. It's just really out there, man.
It's long.
You can't miss it.
Yeah, you can't miss it. You've been looking at it for days.
You're in 7th grade, and you've never seen a titty before. And you're like, oh, what is that? That's what this is. It's probably a terrible way to describe this beer.
This beer is a National Geographic nipple.
But let's just go ahead and say we've had a 7% so far. We're on a 13%. So filters are coming down at this point. They're starting to...
basically splitting this beer in half like we're doing is the equivalent of drinking all of the other beer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a full.
Yeah.
It's a full 7.
It's a full 6.5. It's a lot.
Science.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of growing on me a little bit. I feel like every sip I take, it's a little easier each time. So maybe it is a little bit of a sipper. Definitely not my cup of tea. Imperial stouts are hard. They are very strong, very heavy on the stout.
On the chocolates and the coffees.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I am still super appreciative that this beer was gifted to us in the way it was. Once again, if you're in Nashville, go towards the airport area. There's a place called Music City Wine and Spirits. They have a fantastic beer selection there. You can pop a can off of any of the 6-packs and add it to your own and do a custom and just pay like a single premium price on it.
And it's always weird stuff. It's never there's a place near where I live that has a pretty good variety. I mean, a really good variety. Yeah. But I feel like I always go to that market and I'm just like, I haven't seen any.
Yeah, I've never seen any of these beers anywhere.
So
they also have, I did this a couple weeks ago. They have a $1.50 craft beer section where you can make your own. You can just pick them up. It's $1.50 a piece. It's usually ones that are like back into their shelf life. They need to get them out. They're changing the seasonal stuff. They need to get rid of this inventory. They had a couple left of like maybe some singles where people were popping them off. They sell them for $1.50 a pop. It's a really, really good deal when you're doing your own custom pick six sort of thing. it ends up being like $9 if you do 6 of those bad boys, and you're getting like good craft beers. So they have a fantastic selection. I definitely suggest going there. Like I said, this is not necessarily my cup of tea. It's kind of growing on me, but it's a lot. It is a fucking lot. But that being said, let's go to our next subject.
All right, so New Year's Eve is coming up. You are going to be...
I'm going to be on a carnival cruise.
Yeah, you're going to be on the seas.
I'm going to be in the Bahamas.
Some swim shorts, probably.
Yeah. That night is the elegant night.
Oh.
So you have to dress up a little bit.
So I have tux?
No.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, no, not in that weather.
All right, so if you're not on the boat, though, what's a New Year's Eve tradition that you enjoy doing? And I'll tell you what mine is.
Okay, go ahead.
If we're, one, always want to have friends around if you can.
Yeah.
If you can get that together.
Yeah, of course.
That's
usually the best.
I'm a little more the simple side of things, which is it's better to have friends over and just have just
simple.
Everybody bring food, bring alcohol,
Yeah.
Whatever, and we just hang out till the morning.
Yeah.
Whatever. But we played this game. It's left, right, center.
Okay.
It's a dice game. Everybody brings cash. And it's like you
Ah.
set a dollar amount. You say, all right, everybody bring $15, 3 5s.
Okay.
And so the dice, or the die, you throw them and they tell you what to do with your money.
Okay.
If you get a circle, it means you keep your money. If you get a right or an R or an L, you got to pass your money one way
Left
or the other.
or right, okay.
Whoever ends up at the end, basically what happens is one person ends up with all the money.
Dang.
Yeah, but there's always a chance that it could come back to you. So
holy shit.
it's like a survival type game. It's so fun.
That's wild.
Well, it's a lot of fun because you could walk out of there with no money, but you're fine because you just had a good time. Or you could walk out of there with like $150, depending on how many friends you had show up.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I like that game.
Yeah.
We do. It's kind of changed every year for me. I haven't had the last couple of years I've had a consistent thing.
Okay.
And that is going to my friends. We have a friend's house. She's sort of the mom of our group. She puts together our tailgates in Knoxville. She helped put together this big cruise we're going on. Almost a year ago, we started fucking, ordering this thing and paying for it.
Yeah.
Because it's our Dirty 30 cruise. Everybody has turned. We'll have, or almost everyone.
Oh, so you're going with friends. You're not even going just you.
Oh, no, it's not just me and Lauren. It is literally
Dude, that's going to be dope.
Our group me is 26 people.
Holy shit.
It's a lot of people. And then apparently there is another side group that they know, like some acquaintances, that have like another 14 people. So there's going to be about 40 people on this cruise that we kind of know or are friends with.
Wow.
So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. And we bought the drink package. The
15 a day.
Cheers. Yeah, the 15 drinks a day. I bought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to reserve them until nighttime, and then it'll all work out.
Well, yes, but you also get like water bottles, Gatorades, free specialty coffees. You get a lot of other stuff out of it.
Okay.
So it's not just drinks. You get it pays for itself outside of even the drinks.
I mean, even if you had 3 drinks during the day, you still have 12 drinks at night.
After gratuity,
Fuck ton.
it's about $60 a day.
This is how Micah starts his journey of dependency.
Yes, this is how I start the new year where I die from alcohol poisoning. Anyways, sorry, I got off subject. Our friend that puts all that stuff together, she has had us over to her place the last couple of years. They have a really great spot for kind of like house parties, and that's sort of been the spot throughout the last year or two. It's been really, really fun. Everybody gets super drunk, and everybody brings some food, I don't know why. I'm just blanking out on the word for what that is. A potluck. Yeah, it's the beer. It's the 13%
already.
Yeah, it's sort of a potluck situation. But yeah, we just keep it sort of simple and just get really drunk and eat a lot of food.
Yeah, like, have you ever been to those community events? Everyone brings something. And I think it's called like Lucky Pot.
Everyone brings some food, and sometimes you get some food, or sometimes they I don't know. And then you eat the food, and you drink the drinks. and you have a good time.
Yeah.
And it's like pot of food. Pot food. Food pot? The food pot. The food pot.
Community food pot.
Yeah, the lucky food pot. That's what it is. That was the dumbest.
I think it's time to move on.
Garrett, the beer. It's killing me. Thank you.
All right, our next beer of the final episode of the year is our, well, it's not ours, but it's from Sierra Nevada. It's their Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. Family owned, operated, and argued over. This is from Sierra Nevada Brewing Company out of Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. This is what they say about the beer. We first brewed Celebration IPA in the winter of 1981. Each year, we use only the first fresh hops of the growing season to create this complex and robust ale. Layered pine and citrus hop aromas balance delicately against rich malt sweetness to shape this bold wintertime classic. This is a 6.8 ABV. I don't have an IBU rating, but who gives a shit? So
it's 2019's over. Who fucking cares?
It's an IPA, so it's going to be up there. Probably 60, 80, somewhere in that range. It's going to be high.
Hoppy.
It's hoppy boy. Really hoppy boy. I bought this the other day, so I've tried it already. Have you tried it yet?
I did take a sip just now.
It's very floral, which is to be done with any fresh IPA. But what it made me think of was like, I feel like I'm licking poinsettias. It's like,
okay,
that was like my thing. I don't know. It's like super floral, super fresh. And it wasn't crazily bitter, honestly.
No,
like,
it's not that bad. It's
like
it's fairly fresh. It is fairly smooth. I will say what's funny is when you said I have the Sierra Nevada Celebration Ale, when we were texting earlier about like what beers to get, I had no context about it being an IPA or not. For some reason, like in my brain, I was thinking it was going to be like another cinnamon, porter, stout, or brown ale of some sort. But it's not, obviously. It's like kind of just a beautiful basic
This is like
IPA.
Their winter IPA.
I can obviously have IPAs year round, but I will say I drink way more of them the second it gets cold. And I don't know what that is.
Really?
But yeah, I drink way more IPAs in cold weather. Huh. Like, willingly.
I feel like IPAs and Saisons are like springtime, because that's just the time when things are
I get it.
blooming and you're going to get whatever, but this one has more of like the pine and citrus, so that's like their take on it is like pine is year round.
I don't know, it's just one of those things. I've just always kind of had a lot of IPAs in the cold weather. But this is really good. I like it a lot. Let me get one more little sip here. It's really fresh. You could probably drink this outside of winter. Like, this is definitely not restricted to the winter.
This is not just winter.
But it works really, really well for the season. Like, I totally get where they're going with it. I do like it a lot. They are kind of kicking off the year. Like, we're celebrating 2019 and everything it had with this delicious IPA. And then, like, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
We're going to kick it off with an IPA and then just, like, go into the new year and who fucking knows?
It's also a West Coast thing. It's like
that's true.
They have the ability to grow more hops than the East Coast just because of the cold temperatures. So, and IPAs are going to be always stronger from that side of the nation
always.
Or whatever.
Like a New England IPA is always weaker than a West Coast. Like almost always. Just in my experience. Now I'm sure there are some that are very strong, but I've experienced a lot of New England IPAs that are like, this is more like a classic pale ale than an IPA, like an APA. But yeah, so I like it a lot. It's really floral, really delicious. I don't know, but like I said, there's something about IPAs in the winter. They hit a little bit better for me, and this one's hitting really good right now. So
that's cool. I mean, I am more of a stout, like porter kind of guy when it comes to the dark seasons because it's just colder. And I mean, these have, these make you feel warmer, but like winter warmers and things that have like, just chocolates, coffees, that sort of thing. They make you feel warm. I don't know, like you want to enjoy by a fire. This is probably more fitting for a Tennessee weather, climate. It's 7 degrees today. Anyway, yeah, it's not as cold as you think it would be here. Anyway, all right. So we've talked about celebrations.
Yes.
What we like.
What we kind of do from time to time. Even though I just rambled.
We talked about Krampus.
Talk about Krampus.
Got on that Krampus. Now we're going to talk about, we've celebrated, the new year is here.
Uh-huh.
What is something you're hoping to do in the new year, aside from quit this podcast?
Like resolutions?
Yeah, let's talk about some resolutions.
I can't quit the podcast because I made a blood contract with the devil.
Yes.
No.
You stand adjacent to Satan.
Yes.
As in me. Like,
yes, I get it. I get the joke. Yeah, you're the devil, and you forced me to do this. It's fine. I don't want to be here. I hate my life.
Because contracted blood.
Yes.
Do you remember what you signed, boy?
Yeah. Cody is Krampus. Anyways, so things I want to do in the new year. I think this year, for the first time ever, I want to get my taint waxed.
You don't know how much joy I just got.
That's creepy. That's a weird thing to say.
Just because. One, that would be so painful.
Oh,
and just the thought of you like spreading on a table. You're like, the taint just wax it
my
up.
taint out just gives you joy. That's gross.
It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit.
You're a disgusting human.
No, because all I can think about is then putting the wax on and then whoosha, just ripping it. Not like I gotta see anything, but you're gonna clench so hard, so fast.
I might shit a little.
I couldn't do it.
Just a little.
You know.
Right after.
Bless all the people that decide to wax their under areas, because that's just. Woo,
I'll get it sugared. I'll go get it sugaring. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting my taint waxed because that would hurt and I'd probably poop. In all seriousness, something I want to do this year, probably that homeless threesome thing.
You know,
I've been thinking about it for the last couple of drinks, and after that 13%er, I might be down.
After you had the hobo ale, you're like, I'm on their level.
Once I forgot the word potluck, I was like, everything's fair game. What about you?
Jimmy's always killing me because he's always like, oh yeah, I've been thinking about going, I don't know if we've talked about it here, us doing a weight loss challenge together.
Let's see.
Yeah, we did. And it was 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. We go to this place and it's like, weight loss challenge is gonna work, whatever.
Yeah.
And he convinces me to do it. He's like, dude, you want to do it? Jimmy's small. Like, he's not a big guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's
not like physically. He's not physically fit per se, but he's like 170. Like, he's not big. Yeah,
smaller than me.
Exactly. He's a little dude. He's not a big guy.
That's weird.
And him, if he's listening, he'll be like, man, fuck you, man, I'm big. He's gonna be sad. I'm saying he's not big, but like, I'm 240. Like, yeah. Like, I'm a thick boy. I can't really. I mean, I can help it to a degree, but like, my minimum is not like 170. Is
you gotta do percentages.
Yeah, it's just not how my body's made. I can't help it. So anyway, he's like, hey, I've seen this like weight loss challenge. You want to do it? And I was like, not really. He's like,
I don't want to do it.
I was like, no, I don't. He kept pressuring me, and I thought, all right, man, fuck it, we'll do it. And he never paid up on this bet. I said, if you quit, whoever quits first in this challenge, they have to jump in a pool in the middle of January in a Speedo, and it's got to be on Instagram.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, like that was the wager. Okay, and it was a 90-day course. It's a 90-day thing. Okay. We had to eat 1,500 calories a day.
Oh, fuck that shit.
which like at my body weight, like
Nothing.
That
It's literally not anything.
No, it was insane. It was, and we had like a whole like carb, fat, protein balance. Like it was health wise, that made sense, but the calorie intake was not okay.
Yeah,
and I know that. So anyway, we had these coaches, and you had to like send them pictures of your groceries. You had to send them your meal plan every week. Like,
Jesus,
it was
Christ,
intense.
That's too
dude.
much.
Oh, it was our life. You know, like that's what you did. And then you had these workouts, and the workouts were insane. It was like CrossFit or whatever. And so it worked. I lost like 25 pounds, whatever. Jimmy quit a week before it was over. Literally, he went all the way up until a week before it was over, and he quit. Ugh. And he's been killing me lately. He's like, I'm thinking about going back, man.
Do it again.
I think I might go do it.
Like heroin.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you can go do it again, but I'm not joining you. With him wanting to do this all over again, it's made me think about, like, I've been trying to work out. Honestly, I've just been trying to just be better about myself in general.
Yeah, just take care of your body a little bit.
Yeah.
Little me time.
Little me time. Like today, I work out at Planet Fitness, which some people are like, they serve pizza. You know, it's like, yeah, because I love pizza. So what's the problem?
I'm trying to earn that pizza.
Yeah, I'm trying to earn it. But I upgraded my status so that I could use their like massage tables. Dude,
I did that for a year, and it's great.
Oh, I did it today. I worked out.
The hydro bed?
Yeah. Anyway, one thing I thought about was like, I could literally, because of my height, I could literally lose an entire human being, and technically be okay, quote unquote, according to...
You would be rail thin.
Oh, I would, yeah, it would not be good. It
wouldn't be good.
I would look sick. I'd be a sad person.
Like Christian Bale on The Machinist.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good. You'd see my heart beating through my ribs. Like you'd just like dum, dum, dum. Yeah, I'm not built for that. But I did think about it today. I was thinking about Jimmy. I was like, Jimmy, I could lose like an entire one of your wives. Like not one of them, but
one of your wives. One of your many wives.
I could lose your wife's weight.
I could lose your second sister wife, and
it would all be good. Yeah. Damn it, I said the wrong thing. Y'all didn't hear that part. He only has one wife.
Yeah, just one.
He didn't have multiple.
Yeah. As far as we know. Jimmy go to Utah a lot.
Anyway, he goes to Chattanooga often. I don't know if that's...
They call it the Utah of the South. I don't know. They don't call it that.
No. That was me flipping my words.
Terrible.
Michelle, I didn't mean that.
She's not listening. No one's listening.
That's true. No one's listening.
Okay.
Anyway, one thing I was going to add to that is that I think that's just my thing, is like, just be better. Not like a goal, because I feel like resolutions are just shit. It's like, I'm going to lose this amount of weight. I'm going to save this kind of money. It's like, how about just like, I'm going to save more? I'm going to
spend less, and I'm going to eat less.
Spend less, I'm going to eat less, or try to. And
then probably fail here and there. And then I'll do good here and there. It's fine.
Amoeba goals. That's the thing. It's an amoeba. Just kind of like, it shifts as you go. So
yeah, for sure.
It's whatever. Anyway, next beer.
All right.
Our last beer of the year is brought to you by Nashville's own Bearded Iris. This is their Dreams of Tomorrow dark lager with Czech malt, Saz, and oyster shells, brewed with our friends at Threes Brewing. Easygoing as the soft lap of waves against the shore, smooth as the sea at the horizon, with intricately balanced and subtle malty roast, glances to toffee and amaretto, and a delicately refreshing breeze of minerality at finish. Dreams of Tomorrow, our third project with Threes Brewing, is a dark lager infused with airy minerality from Hama Hama oyster shells and perfectly timed for all your holiday festivities. The tasty notes are of Czech malt, Saz, oyster shells. It is a dark lager and it has an ABV of 5%.
Yeah, so this is a dark, seasonal session ale.
Mm-hmm. And also, we saved the wordiest description for the last.
For when we're the drunkest.
For
and it's the hardest to get through.
Right.
So I'm going to edit a lot of stuff, but Cody had to do that twice because he, like, choked through half the paragraph.
I've been sick, guys.
Yeah,
I can't help
that
the sick
and
part.
the beers, and it's hard, and the 13% and stuff.
The 13% and the everything that we ever had.
We've basically had a lot.
But hold on, let's try the beer.
Yeah,
we haven't
I'm gonna
done
take
that.
another sip. So fucking smooth,
It's a great beer.
like crazy smooth.
I don't get the oyster shell thing. Like, am I supposed to pick that up? Because I don't taste.
I don't know. I
anything
think
that.
like what I don't know what they mean by minerality. They said that twice in the same paragraph, which is a lot. I don't know.
It's supposed to taste like
I guess it's like the
watery?
saltiness of oysters, because oyster is a salty, like, mineral. That might be what they mean. Maybe that saltiness cuts down on some of the other things that are going on and makes it smoother. I'm not sure. Maybe that brings out more flavor of the other stuff.
I mean, salt always brings out flavor. Of anything,
Well, yeah. I
so.
mean, that's its whole purpose. But it's just.
It is a great dark lager, though.
Yeah,
Holy
regardless
shit.
of the oyster minerality.
Yeah, the airy mineral.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of words that kind of don't really mean that much to me because it's hard to catch all that. You're talking about the minerality of a beer, and I'm most of the time not going to taste that. Like most people are going to have a fucking clue what you're talking about.
True,
You know what I mean?
It's true.
So it's really hard to understand that portion of it. So I'm kind of trying to push that very wordy description to the side. I love bearded Iris. They're crazy. Like they just
they make fantastic beer.
Amazing beer. They've grown so quickly. They're grad students from they were students at UT.
Wait, my tongue's starting to pick up something. It's like I've had a sip and then I'm just sitting here and I can feel.
Threesome, or?
It was the homeless threesome. The saltiness of the homeless threesome.
Oh God!
No,
I taste an oyster hole.
No, I'm not kidding. Like there's like I'm sitting like the taste of the beer is still in my mouth or whatever,
Yeah.
and so I can feel kind of the salt parts of my tongue.
Yeah,
they're like
I get what
spiking
you're
a
saying.
little.
Yes,
I don't know. It's weird. So
That
maybe
could
it's
be-
coming in late, but
Okay, you know how like when you get a little bit of a buzz, you feel like a tingle in your cheeks, like around your eyes. Do you know what I'm talking about? And you're like, oh, I'm getting a little buzz.
yeah,
It's like that on my tongue.
that's how I am right now. I feel it.
Yeah, I feel it in my cheeks, but I also feel it. I get what you're talking about now. Like on the tongue, there's like a saltiness there. I get it. Like, really weird roundabout way of getting to this oyster thing. I feel like we're kind of stretching just a little bit.
No, I don't feel like I am.
I feel like I'm stretching.
You might be. I guess I'm trying to like look for it. I'm like,
Yeah,
where is it? What?
Totally get it. Let me take one more. I don't know, man. It's just I'm not tasting whatever they're talking about with the minerals, but it's 100% possible that this is a thing where it just blends so fucking well. Like whatever they have done blends so well that it's irrelevant. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna taste the oyster because whatever you've done, that combination is fan-fucking-tastic. It's a really good beer, and it's super easy to drink. Way lighter than I thought it would be. Most of their stuff is a lot heavier than this. I mean, their home-style IPA is like 6%, and that's
they're
like
pretty wild.
that's like their fucking go-to, or what they're most known for. It's like a very juicy IPA, and this is basically a session ale that they've made, this session lager, and it's really, really fucking good. I have zero complaints about it.
All right, so with Dreams of Tomorrow, okay, this is all well and themed. Here we are.
Yeah, we've really done this. We've done good.
We've done good, and I'm still on par with this being good. At one point, this was years ago, I heard somebody in the technology industry say that at some point we wouldn't pay for privilege anymore. We'd pay for privacy.
Huh.
Like we would pay to have our stuff be private.
Okay.
Okay. And I read a study that came out about how, everyone speculates, like, I think my phone's listening. If you don't know that it is, you're an idiot at this point. Like,
yeah, it's definitely
the microphones are on. They're listening to what you're saying.
because Siri's on. If you turn Siri off, if you turn all those things, you can turn them all off.
Yeah.
But if you have if Siri's available, it's listening.
So I read this report that came out. Like somebody basically sent it to Time Magazine and said, "Hey, I work in the like location tracking like industry, like understanding where people are and whatever, and pitching ads to them like, oh, you go to Bed Bath and Beyond or whatever every week, or Bath and Body Works, or you love this certain bar, whatever it might be. They can see that in your phone, and it was essentially they had 2 billion location pins on 12 million Americans.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. And the problem is like it's not regulated. Like there's no laws, there's no rules about like what they can see or what they can't see or what you're doing. Like, you could be in bed at night, you're like, I gotta Google this or whatever.
Yeah.
But because of where you are, like your phone is tracking you.
Yeah, it's always yeah.
So anyway, my question to you, do you think this is a good thing? Like, because I get it. In a way, it's kind of convenient. Like, you've been talking, let's say you and Lauren are talking about, like, hey, it'd be so cool to get a dog. Your phone, you're on whatever app or something, and it's like,
oh, here's
here's a
kennel.
Breeder for the kind of dog that we're talking about.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, well, that's convenient, but it's also scary as shit.
Yeah, it's freaky. There was one time I was talking about, I'm not an avid collector, but I am an avid lover of, like, weird Monopoly games or specialty Monopoly
that's
games.
fun. I know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I only have 2 right now. I have like an old wooden one where it's like a sliding box, like it slides open. I got it for Christmas when I was like 13, and I think that's what kind of kicked in the love for it. I also have a Tennessee Volunteers Monopoly that Lauren got me for my birthday this past year called Volopoly. I haven't played it yet, but just the fact that I have it, I love. They have these like deluxe version of board. I love like deluxe board games. Like
there's one of Gallatin, by the way.
Yes, I've literally seen a Horseopoly. Okay, there's a Monopoly. There's probably a fucking homeless threesome Monopoly. I'm sure it exists.
Devil spit.
Yes. Do not pass the hole. It's collect 200 or whatever. Sorry.
Collect 200 Colt 45s.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. God, where the fuck was I going with this whole thing? What were we just talking
13%. Here we go.
What was I just talking about? What were we talking about? I'm so sorry. I'm lost. Hello? What is this? What is this? I'm not helping you. I'm just gonna let it run. Who put me in this room with a microphone? Where does this come from? Who am I? Oh my god!
We were talking about personal privacy.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god! I would have never gotten there had you not done that. I literally would have for the last 20 minutes just been like, "Can you please fucking tell me what we were talking about?" The 13% made me forget. Anyways, so yes, we were talking about how I like Monopoly games. And I had seen a like deluxe version of Monopoly at like a Marshalls or TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
And they're on sale there. Usually these games are $200 or $300. They were like $100 there, and they're like gold, gold plated. Like all of the lines in the game are like gold plated. They're on a stand. It's like a wooden box, has a drawer. It's fucking crazy. It's
awesome.
like it's really cool. And then, like, the next day on Instagram, I'm scrolling, and there it fucking is.
Mm-hmm.
I had never seen this ad. I was just like, God damn it, I got to turn my fucking shit off. And it's a little weird. It's cool because it's like, oh, cool, thank you for reminding me that I wanted to look at that just to see, like, prices and stuff and, like, see where it is. It's kind of neat from time to time when you get those. I don't know if it's a good thing, though. We're built around a world of convenience. And I don't know if we need this thing that like interrupts our privacy in order to provide more convenience. I think that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's weird, right? It's like
I think you should just use your brain and fucking write down a note and fucking remember to look up a thing later. I don't think you should be having your phone listening on you to tell you like, what ads to do. Like, it's fucking weird. It's really weird. I don't like it. You know me, I did intelligence in the military. Like, I feel like there's a lot of really weird shit that can go on with your information because of the stuff I know. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff out there, and I don't like it. So, I don't know. It's hard for me, but I don't necessarily think it's a good thing.
Here's what's gonna be great.
I think it's fine. I don't think it's good.
I'm gonna lay down tonight. I'll be on Instagram. I'll be scrolling through, and then sure enough, there's gonna pop up an ad for a homeless threesome. It's gonna be there.
Get your homeless threesomes here. Welcome to homelessthreesomes.com.
This episode is brought to you by homelessthreesome.com. When you want to smell the worst and feel the worst, homelessthreesome.com.
Org.
Org.com.
.org.com. There you go. Jesus. Terrible. Yeah, I don't love it. It's a little weird.
Maybe the defense is you spend an hour a day and you just start reading from the dictionary. You're like, just random words, and then
trying to break the machine.
Yeah, and then, well, here's what's going to happen. Both of us tonight, there's going to be a thing about Webster's dictionary.
Webster's Dixon Harry.
Dixon Harry.
Yeah. Webster's Dixon Harry. Who's Harry?
This has been the strongest episode I think we've ever had.
Yeah, it's pretty
where
good.
I'm just like, I can't do words. I can't talk.
Yeah. Webster's Dixon Harry. This episode is brought to you by Webster'sDixonHarry.com.
Webster's Dixon Harry and homelessthreesome.com. .org.org.org.com. I think we gotta phone it in. This is the end of the year.
Hey, we're just trying to fucking end the year. That's where I'm at. I don't know where you're at. I know where I'm at, and it's
it's been like
it's
long,
homeless orgy.
It's been like a long phone conversation. It's like, okay, are we done?
It's just Minnesotan goodbyes the whole time.
When your mom's like talking to you, you're like, okay, mom, I'll talk to you later. She's like, but and then
oh yeah, I really got to get going. Oh yeah, I just remembered the other day I was talking to Barb, and she's having an issue with her truck, and so I sent Todd over, and he took a look at it, and they just kept looking at it, and he was like, oh goddamn, Barb, I don't know why he sent me over. I don't know how to do this stuff.
Oh yeah,
That's
how that conversation goes.
The Minnesotan goodbye. It literally. Why are you still talking to me? Please shut the fuck up and hang up the phone. I'd prefer an Irish goodbye. Like, you just hang up in the middle of the conversation. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we were done.
That's it. Okay.
We just hang up in the middle of this podcast. We just end it. I prefer an Irish goodbye, and the episode just ends. There's no final music. There's nothing. It's just over.
Maybe we do that during the final beer. We both say our final beer. It's just
It cut it out in the middle. Yeah. Yeah.
That noise. Like, they just hang up.
Yeah. It just starts the episode over.
There you go. I'm trying to think of what beer I enjoyed the most today.
Yeah. It's hard.
It was not the Christmas bomb. Usually a lot of the wild beers will be like, oh, that one was good.
Yeah.
That was so wild. And
it was a little too wild.
I think it derailed us. I think it really threw us for a fucking
took
loop.
the whole podcast in another direction. It's just hard. I'm kind of torn between the Black Abbey, Krampus Nacht, and this Bearded Iris Dreams of Tomorrow Dark Lager. I'm torn between the two darker beers, the Bach and the Dark Lager.
Yeah,
it's really hard. It's and sometimes I'm trying not to like just choose the last beer I tasted. It's really difficult sometimes because you get that last beer and it's super good and you're just in the zone already because you've had several beers before it. Yeah, this is great. This is the winner. I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn. I might have to coin toss between the two.
I'm going to just decide.
Okay.
As much as I like the Bearded Iris, I think the Krampus was better.
Okay. I feel like that's
right. I mean, they're different. One's a dark lager, one's a Bach, whatever, but I don't know. The
Bach was, it was super good. I don't know. Yeah. It's tough. I think I'm going to split mine 50-50 between the two. I'm going to say there's a tie for first, and it's between Bearded Iris's Krampus Nacht Bock beer and then not bearded. Sorry, I did the
13%.
13%. I did the wrong breweries. Mixed them up. Black Abbey's
Yeah.
Krampus Nacht Bock beer and the Bearded Irish Dreams Tomorrow Dark Lager. I'm gonna tie those two.
Okay.
I honestly can't decide. They're both great. If I was at a bar and they were the same price, me and my cheap ass, I'd be like, I'm going for the 7% versus 5.
True.
But I'm not gonna let that decide my.
I think that's
thing.
kind of what helped sell it a little bit more. Not just that, but like because the ABV is higher, it's a little bit like sweeter, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
But whatever. All right. So with that being said, we hope that you, whoever is listening, all 0 or maybe all hail the 5.
Maybe the 5 are still there.
The
We
5,
hope so.
if you're still there, I'll hail you.
Yes.
And we just, hope that you have the best New Year celebration and the best holiday season.
Hope you've had a great Christmas.
Mm-hmm. If that's what you celebrate. If not.
Hope you've had a great Kwanzaa, a great Hanukkah, a great Christmas.
A great just day to give gifts.
Whatever. Whatever it is.
Whatever it is. We just hope
Festivus.
that you've enjoyed your friends and your family. We appreciate you. We appreciate you listening. And we look forward to a new year with new beer. This has been the Beer Brothers. I'm Cody.
I'm Mike.